Well, good evening, beautiful jazz musicians of U-Prep, and welcome to another installment of tonight's Final Delights. Y'all know my love affair with Miles Davis, right? I don't think that I have kept that a secret from anybody. And I own a lot of Miles Davis records, I will admit, but there's one that has been quite elusive to me. It is this record right here called The Musings of Miles. Look at that beautiful cover. Isn't that an amazing shot? And just the fact that they put no words on the cover, right? Think of all the records you've ever seen in your life. Words, right? This is just a photo. I just think that is just a beautiful concept, right? And then here's the back. This cover is a little shot, but I just got this record today. And like I said, this one has eluded me for a very long time. This is 1955. This was actually released in 1960. This is a second pressing. But it was recorded June 7th, 1955 at Rudy Van Gelder's house in New Jersey. And it features Miles Davis with a quartet, Red Garland on piano, Oscar Pettiford on bass, and Philly Joe Jones on the drums. Red Garland and Philly Joe would become the bass and drums for what we call Miles Davis's first great quintet. That was the band he led from probably right after this, like maybe around 1957, 1956 till 1959, something like that. Somewhere in those middle to late 50 years. They released all these great records on Prestige and a few on Columbia. And the recorded output is just fantastic. And this was sort of the precursor. It was Oscar Pettiford on bass instead of Paul Chambers, and they hadn't found a saxophone player yet. That would be John Coltrane. In a couple years, he would be in this band. But this is just Miles and a rhythm section, and featuring a bunch of great old, like Tin Pan Alley tunes, and one by Thelonious Monk. This is one of the early renditions of A Night in Tunisia. And this song we're listening to right now is called A Gal in Calico. I've always loved this. It's just a super great swinger, written by Arthur Schwartz, and nobody plays this song anymore. Who knows this song? It's such a great tune, right? Miles just killing it. I'm going to post the video of this. I want you to listen to how conversational this band is. Particularly, check out Philly Joe Jones on the drums. Oh my God, drummers. Listen to Philly Joe. His ears are so wide open. He's listening so hard. Every phrase Miles plays, he's got an answer for. Everything that Red Garland does, he's there supporting him. Just incredible. It's a clinic. It's an absolute clinic in small combo drumming, this tune, as well as everybody else in the band. This is just a wonderful example of just master musicians just swinging their tails off. So check out the conversation that's going on. Check out how Red Garland is comping in between Miles' lines. This is the period, Miles was really young at this point still, and he was still trying to come into his own. He was still playing, sort of more notes, a lot more longer lines than he would a couple years later. And you get to hear him kind of sounding like proto-Miles, I guess. But just playing awesome, sort of almost Chet Baker-like lines, it sounds like. Chet would be after Miles, of course. This is the inspiration, right? But he sounds a little like Chet to me on some of these record tracks, is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, check it out. The Musings of Miles, 1955. Really young Miles Davis right there. And I got this record cheap because the cover is kind of messed up, but the record plays great. So I'm totally happy with it. Prestige 7007. Dig it. Tonight's Vinyl Delights. It was great to see you all in class today, and I look forward to it again tomorrow. All right? And I'll be back tomorrow night for another edition of tonight's Vinyl Delights.